everyone, my name is Abby, and today I wanted to make a video about something I've been seeing a lot on TikTok. First, I know that I'm not super consistent with putting out content, and I keep saying I'll get better, but I promise things are going to change, I swear. Also, just want to address something that I see in my comment section a lot. No, I am not a white woman. I feel like I see this in every single one of my videos, but I just wanted to clear that up again. Also, I feel like there's going to be a lot of disclaimers in this video. Well, maybe there won't be. I got a new microphone, not necessarily for making videos, but just because, I don't know, I wanted to buy a microphone because I'm lying. I guess it is for my videos. I wanted to be professional. So I am just like a little insecure about my voice and the way I sound. And I feel like you can hear everything. It's a really nice microphone, so I feel like you can hear me smacking and breathing. I'm not eating or anything, but I don't know. I think I always have a lot of saliva in my mouth, so you might be able to hear everything. If you do, I sincerely apologize. But I don't know, this video is like different from like my other content on my channel. I hope you guys like it. I want to start getting more into, topics surrounding women. Like, I love the colorism topic when it comes to the men, the light-skinned men and the dark-skinned men, and just like stating my preference for them and not being afraid. I'm just like saying I love that content, but I want to start maybe getting into some different content that is more so like women's content, like content for women. Talking about women's rights, women's wrongs, everything to do with women. I'm a girl's girl, even though my videos might not scream that I'm a girl's girl, but I love my girls. I'm for my girls. So I just wanted to say that. All right. So yeah. Now let's get into the real reason why I wanted to make this video. Okay. I don't want to come off as me bullying anyone that's overweight, but I think it's interesting. Okay, so I've been seeing this video floating around TikTok. There is a woman right here that you see pictured. Her name is Slim Kim. She recently made a video where she shared that she loves being skinny and that her biggest fear is to not be skinny, right? So she didn't insult anybody. She didn't talk down on any other groups of people, but the reaction, especially from the Black community, especially from overweight Black women, it has been intense. The reaction has been scary. I'm a little afraid for Slim Kim. But you know what? I'm not really surprised. There's this pattern that I've noticed where overweight Black women often project confidence. But the moment a skinny person or an in-shape woman expresses pride in her body, it becomes an issue. And I'm sure it's not just within the Black community, but please understand that I am Black. So that is who I am talking about. That's the community I'm speaking on. I'm sure it happens in other groups. Okay, but I'm Black, so I'm going to be saying Black women, okay? Because I know some people are a little sensitive to that for some odd reason, and you really shouldn't be. So, like I was saying, it seems to be an issue when a woman who is in shape or a woman who is skinny expresses any sort of pride in her body. It becomes an issue. It's like body positivity. It only applies to overweight women. And if you're skinny or in shape, you are truly not allowed to celebrate your body because it makes other people insecure. So there is a lot to unpack here. All right, let's get into it. So like I was saying, body positivity seems to only be acceptable when it's tied to being fat. And Slim Kim's experience highlights this double standard. Fat body positivity is often upheld because it is seen as the polite or kind thing to do. But when someone disrupts that narrative, like Slim Kim celebrating her slim figure, it truly exposes the insecurities people try to hide. Instead of being celebrated for loving her body, she's being criticized, like she is being dragged for filth. And it's scary. What is so wrong with someone who is in shape loving their body? This is pretty ironic considering body positivity is supposed to be about self-acceptance and confidence. Statistically, I believe it's 80% of African American women are overweight, and society treats overweight individuals differently. This is a reality, not a personal attack. Slim Kim didn't criticize anyone. She simply expressed love for her own body. Yet her words were twisted into something mean-spirited because many people internalized her confidence as a judgment of their own insecurities. Instead of celebrating individuality, it kind of became like a projection of their own discomfort with their bodies. There is a clear double standard. A woman embracing being bigger is celebrated as brave and empowering, but when a skinny woman expresses the same confidence, it's labeled toxic or self-hating. This reaction says more about the audience than the person speaking. And society seems to favor women who are insecure, unapologetic, or self-deprecating. Women who put themselves down for the sake of reliability. When someone breaks that mold and unapologetically loves themselves, it's challenging. It challenges the comfort zone of other people, especially those who struggle with self-acceptance. And for Black women, this issue becomes even more complex. In a society where we already face discrimination and biases, carrying the additional burden of being overweight only exacerbates those challenges. Yet, instead of addressing this with honesty, some people have been twisting this conversation into crazy claims of upholding white supremacy. Can you believe that that's what people on TikTok are saying? They're saying that she is upholding white supremacy. And I have not just one or two people. Like, I have been seeing many people saying that. And I don't want to show those clips on YouTube because I don't know how YouTube feels about that word. Oh my God, even though I did just say it. I don't know how YouTube feels about that. But that is the wildest thing ever for a Black woman that wants to be in shape. What about Black women who are actively choosing to lose weight? And they're choosing to get in shape and to be healthy. Are they also upholding white supremacy? What? That makes no sense. It's this deflection that avoids the deeper issues of self-esteem, health, and societal expectations. Okay, and Slim Kim's message wasn't about anyone other than herself. It was about loving her body. Right? And if you are going to love your body, whether you're fat or skinny, that shouldn't be controversial. But the reaction shows how deeply insecurity runs. It's a reminder that confidence, especially from a woman who doesn't conform to be accepted, it's like this narrative of struggle. And that can feel threatening to those who haven't yet found peace with themselves. Instead of tearing each other down, I think we should all be working towards genuine self-acceptance. And let's be real, have you ever noticed how being skinny in the Black community isn't even seen as a flex? Like, it's not a good thing. If you're not thick or slim thick, people automatically think something is wrong with you. If you're skinny, the first thing people do is ask if you're sick, if you've been smoking something, or if you're just not okay. It's wild because no matter where you fall on the spectrum, someone's always ready to shame you. And if you're an overweight Black woman, you get fat shamed constantly. People feel entitled to comment on your size, your eating habits, or your health, like they're doing you some kind of favor. But on the flip side, if you're naturally skinny or even intentionally skinny, you still can't win. People will tell you you're too small, you look sick, or that you need to eat a burger. And let's talk about women like Slim Kim, who openly embrace being skinny. She gets dragged all over the internet just for being confident in her body. People even are writing think pieces about how she's wrong for liking the body she's in. Like, if she's supposed to gain 200 pounds and then people would be okay. I think a lot of this comes down to how deeply ingrained body standards are in our community, the Black community specifically. For years, being thick was seen as like the ultimate goal, proof that you were healthy, desirable, or even just Black enough. But that mindset is outdated. And honestly, I think it's hurting all of us. Whether you're thick, skinny, or somewhere in between, Black women can't seem to catch a break. There's always someone ready to judge or shame you for your body. It's frustrating because it creates this impossible standard. If you're thick, you're expected to have the right kind of thick. If you're skinny, you're automatically labeled as unhealthy. And don't even think about being content with your body if it doesn't fit what other people want. It's exhausting. Okay. At the end of the day, I wish that we could stop the cycle of body shaming, but it won't happen. It's never going to stop. That's just how it is in this community. You know, maybe if maybe if she gained like 200 pounds, then I think Black women they'd be okay with that. They wouldn't be offended. And by the way, I'm going to show a lot of clips on TikTok. Some of them I didn't really want to put in my video because I felt they were so negative. A lot of them, and I hate to keep saying fat, but it is what it is. A lot of the fat Black women, the things that they were saying, and it's like, I just don't want all of that negativity in my video, so I chose to leave some of those clips out. But if you just go on TikTok and you search up Slim Kim, you're gonna see so many women who look like Lizzo and look like Monique. You're gonna see them shaming her, and they're clearly jealous. I guess we should all, but the thing is like Lizzo, it's all on the internet, and even she's lost weight. And I have seen people being mad at Lizzo because she has lost a lot of that weight. People were mad, but guess what? When she was super fat, people were fat shaming her nonstop. It was everywhere online. So it's what are we supposed to do? Should we all weigh 500 pounds and other Black women could be confident within themselves? That's the craziest thing. That's why being a part of this community, sometimes I feel like I don't belong. But I will say this, if Black men overwhelmingly got online and started saying that they want their women to be skinny, I promise to goodness every Black woman would put down that burger and she'd get on the treadmill. I can guarantee you that. There's no doubt in my mind. Here to talk down on anyone's looks, but you know, this is what one of the women looks like who said that she was so offended by what Slim Kim said, right? This Black woman who is in shape, just telling people that she likes to be skinny. It's okay to be skinny. It's okay to not be skinny. But this is what one of the women looks like who was so offended by a skinny person loving their body. And I'm going to go ahead and show Slim Kim's video. I'm going to show this woman's video as well, and you're going to see some other people on TikTok just kind of giving their opinion and their thoughts, okay?
My favorite thing to be is skinny. And I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be. And this is just for me personally. This is all personal to me. But I just wanted to say it out loud because honestly, it's all I think about. It's just all I think about. Okay.
Call me a hater, but Slim Kim's video about how she's so happy she's skinny did bother me. And I think it is weird. I also find it so interesting that she felt comfortable making this video after the election, because there is a correlation. What we're going to start to see is so many people clinging on to whatever perception of privilege that they have as a means of social advancement. But back to Slim Kim. She knows what she was trying to say. You know what she was trying to say. We all understand what she was trying to say. And I at least wish that y'all would be comfortable and stand on it and stop trying to make it seem like we're just taking it the wrong way. Because the reality is, she's only happy to be skinny and, thinks about being skinny all day is because she believes that there's some perception, some privilege that's attached to her skinniness. And whenever someone tries to use privilege as an example, with me at least, the question that I always ask is, where in your life can you show me the benefit of this privilege? What have you accomplished as a result of this privilege? Anyways, that's just how I feel. If you are happy that you're skinny and you feel, and that's all that you think about, and you get to have a better existence on earth with your skinniness, then I guess go for it. Enjoy.
Boy, they only hear dogging that Slim Kim girl because she said she liked to be slim. It's in her name. She said her favorite thing to be is skinny. Y'all let Lizzo be fat all over the internet. Y'all just let her roll all over the place. And y'all call her beautiful nonstop. Fat is beautiful. Big is beautiful. All that shit. Love the skin you're in. But when the skinny girls start to love the skin she in, now it's a problem. Yeah, you're jealous. That's what it is. If you're making a negative video about that shit, you're jealous. You're jealous. Don't shit good come from being fat other than women lying to you in your social media comments. That's it. Girl, you so beautiful. Have you ever seen those street interviews where like they have a bunch of women saying, oh yeah, Lizzo's beautiful. And then they walk up to a woman like, you know, you kind of look like Lizzo. And she be ready to scrap. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they be like, who look like Lizzo? No, she beautiful, but I don't look like her. Yeah, y'all love to lie. There's just a bunch of people on the internet playing pretend. And then when you bring a little reality to it, you be like, oh shit, wait, no, we was role playing. Stop. There's weird shit going on out here.
Guys, I didn't know that people were actually genuinely upset about Slim Kim's video about her loving to be skinny and how that's her vice. I'm like genuinely confused at how her video saying that herself loves being skinny means that she doesn't like herself and she's promoting toxic body standards, because she said she loves being skinny. She literally said her. She didn't say anything about anybody else. She said it's her vice. And I hate to be the truth teller here, you guys, but if Slim Kim has found out the way to keep herself slim in a healthy manner, then it's actually quite the opposite. She actually loves herself very, very, very much. Because do you know how difficult it is to be self-disciplined and to keep your body looking how you want it to look in your head? Like, that's another story for another day. But I literally just saw a whole think piece of this woman saying that she's a toxic lady and that she shouldn't have a platform. Like, I don't know. Also, I feel like people didn't really watch the video because she clearly was being like sarcastic, but also like genuine at the same time. I'm not a skinny girl. I have been skinny in my life. I'm not a big girl either, but I too, Kim, prefer the skinny life. I would prefer to be skinny. It's not my vice, but I would prefer it. And I like being smaller. I would rather be on the thin side than the thicker side. That's just my own personal choice. And that's all she said too. I don't get how this means that she hates herself. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. And I feel like listening is key. And I also feel like if you are mad at what she said, if you feel attacked by that, I think it's personal. Because she didn't say anything about anybody else. She was talking about her.
I'm gonna speak on this whole Slim Kim topic and the video that she made about basically loving that she's skinny. What I don't understand is the backlash that she received. I feel like if you feel a type of way about what she said, that speaks about your own insecurities. And I'm not only just saying that because I'm what you would consider quote unquote skinny. Like, let's be real. We know that in the Black community, being skinny is usually shamed upon as a woman. How come when someone comes on here speaking about their own body and how they're happy with it, why are you getting offended by what someone is saying about themselves? She did not bash larger people. She did not say anything negative or mean about larger people. She was just talking about how she's happy about her own size and frame. And be for real, her name is Slim Kim. Clearly, she values being skinny. Okay, that's her. Why do y'all care so much? Why does it bother you so much?
This app, when Slim Kim came out and said what most fat people know that many skinny people think, is just indicative that we are not mentally prepared for the shift of conservatism that is happening in this country. The rise in body fascism, the narrowing down of what is seen as beautiful or what is seen as an acceptable way to look has been happening for some time now. If I'm being real, it started with the deer versus doe eyes versus siren eyes versus dark feminine versus all of that. It's a pipeline. Do you have cat face or deer face turned into let's turn our faces to the side and analyze the slopes of our noses like fucking eugenicists? And I think that because we are so used to seeing the alt-right pipeline as marketed towards men, it's more difficult to recognize and understand when it's being marketed towards us in beauty spaces. It is not a coincidence that all of a sudden skinny people are coming out and declaring that they love being skinny. It is not a coincidence that brands that formerly claimed to care about diversity or whatever are rolling back on their darker skin tone. People are now openly saying the R slur on social media again like it's normal. All of a sudden it's become accepted to declare on this app that you don't care about Palestinian people and their genocide. As we scroll and consume and even participate in social media, we need to be engaging in critical thought. Media literacy is dead. Can we revive it, please?
I am convinced that there are people who are committed to misconstruing your words. There are people who are committed to pulling out a knife, stabbing themselves, and then saying, look at what she did to me. Can you believe she did this to me? Even though you were just cutting up a cucumber salad.
Saying that you love being skinny is a choice. Saying that you fear not being skinny is also a choice, right? But the worst choice of them all was getting on the internet and sharing that, because now you have a whole bunch of people projecting and stuff like that. But aside from that, I'm now seeing skinny people saying, hey, you know, she's just being prideful about being skinny. You know what I mean? Skinny people get shamed all the time. We're supposed to be in this world where like body acceptance, body positivity is supposed to be this thing. So why can't she love being skinny? I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. In a world where everything is set up for you, i.e. skinny people, and everything's accessible to you, why do you not think that saying something like that is harmful? Ask yourself that. And two, as a former member of Bone Thugs and Harmony myself, my family used to be like, hey, what are you on? What do you have enough food to eat? I understand skinny shaming, but it will never be fat shaming. It will never be the same. They will never be, proportional, because no matter what, the beauty standard still fits you. And this projecting on her about she never said she hated fat people. It's just something that she said out loud that maybe, she could have better explained herself. But I don't think that projecting onto her and saying all these things makes any sense, right? I don't think everybody's losing their shit, and I'm just here hey, can we get back to the dancing? Can we get back to, I don't know, this app is finna be gone in 2 months. I want to see some chaos. I don't care about discourse about who's skinny and who's not. The fuck?
Sense on the Slim Kim situation. The reaction people had from her skinny video is kind of crazy. She even got canceled so hard that she is literally banned from the TikTok Creator Fund. At least that's what I heard. After giving it some thought, I understand why she's cancelled. Most people follow creators that are relatable or aspirational. And I don't know in which category Slim Kim fits in, because I don't really watch her content, to be honest. But I'm assuming that a lot of her followers look like her. I'm just going to assume that the majority of her followers are women, and there might be a big chunk of these women that are Black Americans. According to my research and the type of Black women I've seen on TikTok from the US, well, there's no surprise. There's this big obesity problem. I've read somewhere that the majority of Black women in the US are obese. So I guess the only sin that Slim Kim has committed is not knowing her audience. It can be seen as very unclassy and not relatable to, tell a bunch of women, I'm so skinny, I love being skinny, I would hate to be fat, to a bunch of women that might be, obese, fat. So I understand why the message was not appreciated. Whether people agree with her message or not, she said the truth. The easiest way to build privilege for everyone is weight loss. And of course, being skinny comes, at a price, but it has a lot of rewards.
Alrighty, so you guys saw all of those TikTok responses. Some of them were scary. Some of them were absolutely insane. I am happy that a lot of people are on this woman's side, Slim Kim. It just seems like, at the end of the day, body positivity, it should be about embracing and celebrating all bodies regardless of size. The backlash that Slim Kim has received I think it really highlights a much deeper issue, one that's less about her confidence and more about the insecurities that many people carry. Instead of tearing each other down or projecting our discomfort onto other people, we need to have an honest conversation about self-love, health, and how societal expectations impact us as Black women. Confidence is not a threat. It's a reflection of peace within yourself. And as women, especially Black women, we should be lifting each other up no matter what our bodies look like. And Slim Kim's video, it wasn't about anybody else's journey. Just like our own self-love shouldn't be dependent upon anyone else's opinion. I think that we should try to do better for ourselves and for each other. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I know this was a long one. This isn't usually the type of content that I make, but like I said earlier, I want to move my channel in, a different direction. I hope that you were able to stick around until the end of this video. If this video resonated with you or it sparked some thoughts, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll like it, share it, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and love the skin that you're in. Bye.